if any area can come back from something like that, it's definitely Naples.
You're listening to Everybody Loves Naples, an unfiltered and educational podcast about living in Southwest Florida. We're your hosts. My name is Natalie Perez-Benatoa.
My name is Lance Martinicchio. From the best restaurants and things to do to our local real estate market, we're sitting down with local business owners and community leaders to provide a deeper understanding of what makes Naples, Naples.
Now let's get the show on the road.
So, welcome back. And today we're basically going to dive a little deeper dive into Naples 101. So we get a lot of people asking us, certain things about the area, that we have to be experts on.
We figure we have to know Naples, and we're going to bring that information to our audience. But sometimes you just got to know the basics. Like, how far are we from Miami and Orlando and Tampa?
We do compete with all those other markets.
We sure do.
Yeah.
And we are less than 2 hours from Miami. So we're on the opposite coast. We're about 2.5, 3 from Tampa, if you're a Bucks fan.
Yeah.
Go Bucks.
Well, they just lost.
I know. Sad.
Yeah.
We are about 4 hours from Orlando.
I think it's more like 3.5.
Well, depends on if you're speeding, Lance. And then Delray, Boca, same deal, about 2 hours. So we're close to everything is the point, but yet we're in this little pocket of paradise that still somewhat feels like the best kept secret.
And I don't think people realize how far south we actually are, though.
Oh.
Because we're down there.
Super far south.
Yeah. Southwest on the Gulf. We can drive to the Keys or we can get there by boat.
And it's an even shorter boat ride than it is a drive. That's a fun fact. It takes about 5 hours to get to Key West from Naples.
You got to cross over.
Yeah.
Cut down through
One
Miami.
way down. Yeah. 3.5 hours by boat.
Just take your yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't recommend a dinghy to go to Key West.
Well, they have the Key West Express. It's basically a 300-passenger booze cruise.
Yeah, have you been?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You've never gone on it?
Oh, I have.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
By the time I'm in KeyEst, I'm like,
You're blacked out by the time
ready
you
to
get
go.
there.
I fit right in.
Did you ever take it home?
I have, yeah. What do you just go there and then swim home? Yeah, of course I've
I flew
taken
home
it.
once.
Oh.
Yeah, we missed it, so we flew home the next day.
No, I've been there and back on the. I have to say, the way there is a lot more fun. After a full weekend,
I've seen people puking their brains out.
Oof.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Key West Express.
Yeah. Puke your brains out with us.
We should totally do an episode on the Key West Express from Fort Myers, because, by the way, the port is from Fort Myers to
and Marco.
Key West.
And Marco.
Oh, and
Island.
Marco.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it cuts off a half hour. We should do an episode.
Oh my god.
On the way to Key West.
Maybe they'll sponsor us and we can get free tickets.
Yeah.
Because the tickets aren't bad. I want to say it's $140 a person there and back.
It has to be more because it was that a long time ago.
Okay.
I think I remember paying like $129. It has to
each way.
No, I think that was round trip.
Oh, still.
Yeah.
To not have to mess with parking and stuff in the Keys and just go by boat. I think it's great.
Drops you off right at Dante's.
Oof.
Nice pool bar.
Yeah, I've peed in that pool a few times.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you haven't.
No, of course I have.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Peeing in a pool is one of those things no one can ever really tell, like who's going to know kind of thing.
Yeah, and everyone just sits in the pool for 6 hours and everyone just
drinks all day long, and they say you don't have to go to the bathroom. Welcome back to Everybody Loves Naples.
So our area keeps growing.
It keeps growing and growing. Actually, the population here is astounding. Like, I had no idea really what our population was. The city of Naples is just shy of 21,000 people, which is pretty small.
Yeah, well, the city
itself.
The city itself, yeah.
Which is only 12 miles of area.
Okay, yeah, that's nothing.
Which is nothing. But the greater Naples area,
which consists of Collier County.
And
Greater Naples.
Right. But I don't think this is counting Marco or Immokalee.
Okay.
I looked it up, and it says 219,000 plus.
219,000 people.
Yeah. Let's call it 220,000 people. And the median age of these people is 54.
Okay, so 54, it's actually pretty young, I think,
I think so, too.
What people, when they hear of Naples in Florida,
right,
they think 78 and dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think retired and thriving. But I mean, they think a lot of money, a lot of elderly people, which, yes, those things are true. And the median age is 54. That's really,
I mean, that definitely had to come down over the past 3 years.
I think so.
The amount of people that migrated here.
That relocated here from other parts of the state, other parts of the country.
The country. The Northeast, specifically.
Yeah.
New Jersey.
And so,
Philadelphia.
right. But the rate of Naples proper is growing at a rate of 1.53% annually. So that is pretty good.
Yeah, and we definitely need more infrastructure.
Oh, yeah.
From November to May, gridlock. Can't move, traffic, just stuck. It's still better than being up north. Everyone complains about the traffic down here.
Right.
But it is 1,000 times better than being stuck on an expressway in the Northeast somewhere.
In the freezing cold weather.
Yeah. So the traffic isn't unbearable.
No, and in the summertime there's construction here all year round.
Yeah.
Because we are growing so much. But I would say in summer, I feel like there's even more construction because that's the time to do it and people aren't here as often. But I got to say, I don't think we're even really seeing much of an off season anymore.
No, definitely not.
No.
Restaurants are still busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And kids, a lot of kids in the area.
A lot of kids getting from school, going to school.
Yep. Well, you grew up here, so.
I grew up here, and I'm so happy I did.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to Miami.
So, yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So, population of Miami. Everyone always says, we don't want Naples to be the next Miami.
Right.
We're not even close.
Not
There's
even
no comparison.
close. 220,000 people. Okay,
Yeah.
Greater Naples. Miami, do you know the population?
2 million?
3 million people
3 million people.
in Dade County,
That's insane.
which is only one of their counties, by the way.
So, yeah, we're nowhere
Crazy.
even remotely close to becoming the next Miami.
Oh, wait a minute. Population growth is evident in Miami, reaching approximately 2.69 million in 2021. Projections suggest an increase to 3.02 million by 2025. So we're almost there. Not we, Miami.
Yeah, well, they could stay there.
They can totally stay there. Yeah.
We're not coming to Miami.
No, not a huge fan. Too crowded.
It's way too crowded. It's absolutely, it's awful.
We'll be nice on this podcast,
Yeah.
but
Well, they know.
if you already know what it is. Okay, so we know population in Naples. We know how close it is in proximity to some
All
of these
the
other
major,
other cities. Now, we are known for our white sandy beaches and our golf.
Yes.
You know all the golf things.
So before we touch on that,
Okay.
I guess I wanted to kind of go back to the
Okay.
different areas of Naples.
Okay, we'll touch on golf in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
So because Naples is very spread out,
Sure, yeah.
and we're basically broken down into like 5 different sections of Naples, right?
Yeah,
So
at least.
for people that live here and know Naples, you have North Naples, which basically is from Immokalee to Pine Ridge and everything in between. And then south of Pine Ridge, you get into other areas called Park Shore, Lake Park,
Moorings, Sun Terrace.
Yeah, we know everything by communities.
Right. And by roads, I would say. Like you said, north of Pine Ridge. Anymore, it's almost central Naples because now we're extending north to almost Wiggins, almost Bonita Beach Road. Mm-hmm. So if you look at Naples on a map.
We'll put that up for you.
You always say that, but I don't know if I can do that.
I think you can.
Maybe we can get our editor to do it. Okay. But yes, Naples is huge. And I think even it's now being called Central Naples, like Airport and Pine Ridge area, Livingston even, Central Naples.
I've actually even heard of Bonita being called like North Bonita and South Bonita. Like,
really?
When did this start?
Yeah. To me, Bonita is just North Naples.
It is.
That's kind of...
And then we have downtown Naples, which
Right.
is obviously 5th Avenue, 3rd Street, all the tourist
Old
shops,
Naples.
high end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Royal Harbor, Aqua Lane,
Port Royal.
Port Royal. How could we forget? Thanks, Port Royal. You pay so much in your taxes, and we love you.
Yes. And then if we go east now, which everything's pushing east,
Yep.
east to 75.
Yep.
I mean, there's so much growth out there.
It's insane.
So
What are we even calling that? Because it's not called East Naples because back in the day, East Naples was just
Down-
off of Davis.
And down by East 41.
Yeah,
Or-
and now that's South Naples.
Yeah.
So we're probably confusing the hell out of
we need
everybody.
a new name for that before you get to Golden Gate Estates.
Yes.
So that pocket
Right,
east of 75, but west of Golden Gate Estates.
right.
Yeah,
Leave a comment if you know what that's called.
Yeah.
Because
Plenty
I
of communities, plenty of people in that area. And then what they keep doing is they're just building these massive shopping centers with
Right.
restaurants and
Yeah.
shopping so that you don't have to go downtown or you don't have to go anywhere else.
Right. And rule of thumb really is the closer you get to the beach, the more value you have in your home. But you have places like Pine Ridge Estates that, yes, they're close to the beach, but it's
It's actually
nothing-
Pine Ridge. I don't mean to correct you, but the word estates doesn't really exist. It's just Pine Ridge.
Okay. So Pine Ridge neighborhood,
Yeah.
they're known for their acreage.
Lots of land.
Beautiful homes. But that area has increased in value so much because it's literally on a ridge. You're not in a flood zone.
Nope.
You're elevated more than the rest of the surrounding neighborhoods. Adds value.
Do you know
You're
what-
a bike ride from the beach.
Do you know what a lot value is right now in Pine Ridge?
I don't know, at least 3.5.
$3.5 million. Yeah.
That was a
Just for the
lucky
lot.
guess.
Yeah, that was a hell of a guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
You
looking
must
for
know-
dirt over there.
You must know what you're doing.
Yeah, I do. I remember when the homes over there weren't even that high.
Yeah, I actually sold a home in there for I think $600,000.
Ah, sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
You missed the boat on the. No, I'm just kidding. What was that? 17 years ago?
it was probably like in 2008, 2009.
But hell yeah,
I
that's
thought
still a
I thought
huge
they were
sale.
crazy. It was like a 50s house that they
Right.
just held on to and eventually knocked down, and
And now their dirt's worth $3.5 million.
they knocked it down, built a house, and sold it for I think like 5.5.
Wow. Did they sell with you?
No,
What the
yeah, right. Anyway,
happens? A lot to learn about Naples. There's a lot of different areas. They're not all in this price range we're talking about.
yeah, no,
You can find somewhat affordable homes a lot of different places in Naples.
lots of different options.
And if you hear us refer to Marco Island, that is south of us. And if you hear us refer to Bonita Springs or Estero, that is north of us, of Naples. But really, they all do kind of come together, known as...
Encompass the Southwest Florida area,
Yes,
and everyone,
right.
yeah.
But Naples generally has the most public beaches out of Bonita and Marco combined, for sure.
Yeah, because Bonita you just have down by docks.
That's really it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Fort Myers Beach is coming back, so
Yes. Yes, we can't forget. I mean, that's going to be soon. Can't wait.
I know.
I never really partied there because I
Yeah.
didn't live here for so long. And then when I came back, I spent my time in Naples primarily. So I haven't really. And then it was Ian.
Yeah.
So that ruined a lot of things.
It was
So
fun.
Yeah.
No. Fort Myers Beach was great. It was definitely one of those places where you never had to worry about what you were wearing.
Right. You could just come as you are and
yeah.
we'll take you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
So,
So we've talked about beaches and location, neighborhoods, golf. I know everyone's on the edge of their seats to learn a little bit more about Naples golf.
well, yeah. So, I mean, obviously there's plenty of golf opportunities down here. Did you know actually that Naples was the self-proclaimed golf capital of the world?
I believe it.
Yeah. So they have the second most holes per capita out of all the communities. And actually, Naples has the most holes of any city in all of Florida.
That's a lot of holes.
That's
what
she
she
said.
said. That is a lot of holes.
It's a lot of holes to be
That's a lot of golf one can
playing
play.
into.
I said that's a lot of golf that someone has to play. I mean,
Yeah.
they have so many options.
Down here, there's opportunities to join a private club. So we have actually a total of 107 golf courses.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So 78 of them are private. And there's 20 public golf courses, which I didn't even know there was that many.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, Google and ChatGPT.
And
Natalie.
It's funny because I remember I wanted to get a client a gift, and I thought, well, I'm sure he's a part of a club or something. But I said, let me see what I can find for public courses. And even when I researched, it was hard to find decent public courses. So then I'll ask my brother and other people,
Yeah.
where's it good to play? But the fact that there are 20 options for public golf, that's pretty great.
So you have, if you're looking at property down here, though, and you want to get involved with golf, you can either do a couple things. You could join a community which has bundled golf. So your membership's built into your home. So basically, you're able to play golf at that community, and it's all part of your home ownership.
Right.
So that's a very popular option. And then private golf courses, which there's some community, you don't have to live. Some of these are in communities where you don't actually have to, you can live in there without
you don't
belonging.
have to play.
Yeah. Like Quail Creek, for example. Private golf course, but the home's in there. You can, you can
opt out.
Yeah.
You don't.
Well, no, you have to opt out. You could buy a house in there and not be part of the
right.
course.
But you don't have. But you opt out of the fees.
Yeah, correct.
So it's not a requirement to be a golf member or a golfer to live in a golf community.
And the problem with a lot of the private golf courses down here is the wait.
The wait list.
The wait
2
list.
years
We all know
plus.
it. We all down here know it. Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, 3 to 5 years. It was probably about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Everyone was on 3 to 5 year wait list.
I know Bonita Bay is on a 2+ right now.
So yeah, they're going down.
The Vineyards is about 2 years, and the initiation fees to these kinds of things, even once you get your turn in line, they're not cheap.
No.
But golf is not cheap.
No, golf is not cheap, but it is fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's something, I can't remember the name, maybe you know it, where you can play during the summer months. So May to October, it's like a golf card.
Golf Now.
Golf Now.
Yeah,
It's an
and their
app.
PGA has
I know.
a website you can pay for this PGA.
Right.
Yeah, and then you can get discounted rates at like 20 golf courses that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Robbie plays all the time in the summer.
Does
I know
he?
it's hot, but he said, well, I can play for $40 on this course and
Yeah.
$80 versus the fee at Tiburon right now. What is it? $300+ just to play around a golf.
Yeah, it's easily $350.
And you have to know somebody or be a member.
Correct. Yeah.
So
So
it pays to know people in Naples.
it's not what you know; it's who you know down here.
That's right. And if you need some golf recommendations further than this podcast, reach out to us. We've got the answers.
Yeah, and you know what's funny though? The public golf courses are still not that bad compared to what people are used to playing. Their public golf courses,
Right.
like so. Even though down here they're not up to most people's standards, but they're still nicer than a lot of courses where people are coming from.
Right.
So,
What's your favorite course to play on?
my favorite course down here, private or public?
Private. Start there.
If I was going to say private, the one I haven't played on,
Oh, is your favorite?
yeah,
Okay. Which one's that?
Calusa Pines.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so very private.
Okay.
But Old Corkscrew is a great golf course. Jack Nicklaus designed it. It's in Estero. So that's semi-private.
Yeah.
So they still accept public tee times.
Nice.
And yeah, so that's probably one of my favorite courses. I mean, everything is just so manicured. It's incredible.
And you play a lot.
You would think so.
I know so. The
go
top
on-
of your head is very tan, number one.
Yeah.
You can't see it right now. And number two, we were talking about maybe we'll record our episodes on Fridays since Fridays are a little bit slower. And Lance says, let's lay off Fridays just because I usually try to golf. So
Well,
great.
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't even play every Friday. I don't play that
Yeah.
much.
I'm teasing,
I
but
know.
I think it's awesome.
But I mean, if you ask anyone up north, what do they think we play golf and go to the beach every day down here.
Right.
So
I've played golf a few times, but I've also been just a ride along or
drinking.
sometimes that, but also just hitting balls at the range or whatever. Naples Grand is
into
gorgeous.
all the holes.
Yes. Naples Grand is gorgeous. One of my favorites. Have you played there?
Yeah, actually quite a few times.
Yeah.
And Naples Grand is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yep, great course. Quail Creek is another one. 2 18 holes. I mean, you're really not you don't find a bad course down
No.
here.
No.
Yeah.
Treviso?
Oh yeah, Treviso's that's a TPC, so
Yeah.
that's a great course.
We'll do a whole episode on golf one day.
I mean, yeah.
We'll get one of these big wigs on.
Yeah. But with the golf, obviously, that helps with our tourism.
Sure does.
So people come down here just to play golf.
Oh, yeah. Aren't there tournaments and PGA? There's been PGA
yeah.
tournaments here. There's been...
Yeah, so we have a couple. We have the women's, the LPGA, along with the professionals, the regular PGA, and then we have the seniors. So they all have tournaments in Naples, Florida every year.
Right.
Yep.
I've had customers who come down to play golf and they've heard about Naples and they're big advocates for golf. And they come down and they say, I want to own property here. So the golf really brings in for us so much of our economy, so much of our business. And of course, the tourism impact in Naples is Gulf related or not, is a huge part of what keeps our economy strong.
And us busy.
So last year, 2023, we had over 1.2 million tourists recorded in Collier County.
1.2 million?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's triple, if not quadruple, our population. And $1.4 billion spent from tourism in Collier County.
They spent $1.4 billion.
Yep.
Yeah. And
strong economy.
Yeah, strong economy. That's why everyone loves Naples.
Yeah, everyone loves Naples. Everybody loves Naples. Well, and even after Hurricane Ian. So I know when that happened, I was like, are we going to be busy? What is just totally shook us like hurricanes oftentimes do. But according to this stat, 2023 and 2022 were not much different at all.
No.
People still came. Naples was on its feet.
If any area can come back from something, it's our area.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so tourism's high, but our population is strong, continues to stay strong, and I think one of those reasons is because of our educational system and our educational landscape and all of the choices that people have to raise families here.
Yeah, in which you were raised and went through the educational system here.
I sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out, a little above average.
You came out okay.
Just a little. No mediocrity here, is what my dad would say again.
So, did you go to public school?
All 12 years.
All 12 years? So where'd you go?
I almost said all 20 years. I went to Seagate Elementary.
Seagate, okay.
Pine Ridge Middle, and Naples High. Go Eagles. Yeah, it was great. It was the best time of my life, probably.
So how many, actually, this is just for my own, how many kids did you graduate with in high school?
I think there were around 450 in my graduating class.
Yeah, so that's a good number.
It's about 16 to 1,800 at Naples High.
Yeah.
Total. It might be less now because I know we have so many high schools, but it could also be more. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and the amount of schools that they have in this area now, that keeps growing as well.
We have 8 high schools.
8 high schools.
10 middle schools.
10 middle schools.
And 29 elementary schools.
That's the public?
That's Collier County public schools.
Does that include the private schools? Because we could sit here and name about 12 private schools.
Well, this also includes Marco, Immokalee, and Everglades City. But from what I know, it's the CCPS, yeah.
Yes, and that's
Collier
only
County
public schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then just throw on top of that, I mean, how many private schools? I mean, I know
at least 4.
More than that.
More than that?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, Seacrest. I'm forgetting Seacrest, St. John Newman.
Seacrest, St. John Newman.
Community, First Baptist.
FBA, Village.
I know there's charter. Palm. Yeah, and then there's charter schools now as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mason,
yeah.
So I mean, the options are endless when it comes to education here for your kids.
Yeah. So, and then the new Aubrey Rogers High School just opened up, which
I can't believe that.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it.
So we covered a few things in today's episode. We are going to continue to do episodes like this, but we need your help. So please leave a comment or reach out to one of us directly. Let us know what kind of things you want to know about Naples. I mean, there's so much to know, and we want to provide that for you while having a little bit of fun along the way.
Yes. And great job today, Natalie.
You too, Lance. Yeah. Up top. Just kidding.
What the hell? How did I fall for that?
I don't know. Now I feel bad.
You should.
Are we doing a signing off?
I mean...
Everybody loves Naples on 3?
No.
No, definitely not.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, no. Like, subscribe, but they already know.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, everybody.